Man, what am I doing? Well, this might be the prettiest place your van could break down in. I'm in Canmore, Alberta, right around where Banff is in the Canadian Rockies. I did a cool hike yesterday, got a few videos, but hadn't really started the vlog yet because I literally just got here. Anyways, this thing is dead in the water. Like I can't even, my key fob thing is stuck in the ignition now. I can't start it. It started to smell like smoke a little bit, and there was like, it was smoking under the hood. A bunch of stuff like threw up on the dash real quick. It felt a little weird shifting it into park, but it's like jammed in park right now. So I found a local towing company. They're coming to take me over to a Chrysler dealership, which happens to be in town. So that's kind of a good thing, I guess. But yeah, I'm out of luck. I'm either going to try and ride it out in this thing at the Chrysler dealership, which may or may not be super legal. I also can't crack my windows because I can't turn the vehicle on to any capacity. So I'd have to like have the door open at night. We'll see. But yeah, that's my situation. There is a hostel. I may go over to the hostel. I got in touch with them finally. It's like $55 to sleep in a bunk. So we might be starting this van life, whatever, video like in a hostel with a broken down van. His jumper was able to get the electrical system on, but we couldn't turn it over. Almost like maybe the spark plug is what he was thinking. So it would be strange that the battery and the spark plug went out. I don't know. I don't know much about cars. But good news is the fact that we're able to move it from park into neutral means this is a lot cheaper of a tow job. The entertainment for the evening. The backside. Alright. Alright, should be good. These mountains just cracks me up. Well, this is where we're staying tonight. Crazy mountain view up here. He was joking. He said there's a river right over there, so you know. He said, you know, if you get bored. So yeah, this has been a really fun, interesting start to this one. I don't think I'm going to the hostel. I think I'm gonna stick here and ride it out with the van. I don't want to leave him alone by himself, so we're gonna ride this one. And I'm about to mess back there, getting towed. My spoon's on my bed. My first order of business is getting. See, you got my separate electrical system in the back here at least, so we have lights and this fan. We're gonna need it. It's really hot. Speaking of which, I gotta get one of these doors open because the electrical system's so jacked up I can't crack my windows right now, so it's real hot in here. I'll be sleeping with one of these doors open, which feels a little sketchy, and it is. But the bigger issue is that there's a lot of mosquitoes in this area, apparently. So I have some mosquito netting. I'm gonna have to come up with some way to like pop open one of the sliding doors and kind of net it off. Ah, there's stuff everywhere. Yeah, this is kind of a good enough thing. Yeah, it's not too shabby. Now that I've stepped outside of the van, I'm seeing a slight issue, but you know, nothing some tape won't fix. But you get the idea. Now the question is like, how can I kind of half close the door? Honestly, I might just leave it like this and call it good. I have bear spray. I mean, I'll fight somebody. So I've been sitting here thinking about it, and alternator makes sense to me, right? Because if it's the battery and the spark plug wouldn't go out at the same time. That's both electrically stuff, so alternator. And maybe the alternator could have been what was smoking. We'll see. I'm trying to convince myself it's the alternator and not like the engine is actually just blown up. If that's the case, then heck, I don't know. I guess I'm renting a car and just, and that's the end of the van. I don't know. Still not a terrible view. There's really not many bad views around here. It's a little hazy. There's a lot of forest fires right now. Up and around British Columbia, and then also up in Jasper, which is one of the places I'm going to. Okay. So as long as the person trying to break in doesn't know knots, I should be okay. It's enough time to react. Like, they won't be able to get a jump on me. They'll have a face full of bear spray at this point. There's a dude out there smoking. I'm gonna go talk to him. I think he works here. Yeah. He's a nice dude. He said there's plenty of people working here at night, and he said it was fine to stay. So, I've now officially gotten the blessing to stay the night here, because I didn't before. I was just kind of doing it. He also said it's safe unless aliens come, I think is what he said. He had a weird accent, so maybe aliens are a problem here. I'm not... So dinner. Haven't done that yet. I kind of got sidetracked with a van breaking down. I was supposed to be staying at this casino tonight, and then I was gonna drive in and go see Lake Louise and Lake Moraine and all of those places. So I guess that ticket's just gonna have to expire without getting refunded. I have a couple other things on my bucket list. Cascade Mountain and Mount Rundle are two I really want to hit. If you're in Banff town and you like look around and you see like, oh my gosh, those two gigantic mountains on either side of town, those are the two. Yeah. So I really want to try and summit those things. I think it'd be kind of cool. It's just on the hike I did yesterday, I actually fell at one point. I got this grand idea to go the trail run, and like there's all this loose gravel and everything, and I lost my footing. So I'm actually a little nervous on some of those bigger mountains because there's some sketchy areas, and with that loose gravel and having already fallen on it, I'm just kind of worried. But I didn't have my hiking poles with me, so I'll bring those so I have some extra traction, and then I'll also not run. Anyways, dinner. I've got this hummus I'm gonna polish off, a bell pepper, some tzatziki sauce, a little bit of leftover chicken. I'm just gonna dip this in the hummus, and then I'm gonna dip the bell pepper in the tzatziki sauce, and I'm gonna eat that. It's not gonna be pretty, so I'm not gonna video it. I'm gonna go on to sleep, try to wake up pretty early before anyone gets here to the dealership, and then I'll talk to the mechanics and see what we can do. This is gonna be a long night. Oh, look, another camper van down. Well, good morning. We're gonna be opening up in about 30 minutes or so. So I'm just gonna make some coffee and breakfast real quick. I don't know if this new stove has been featured, but it's one of these butane stoves. I kind of like it. It self-ignites, which is nice. The last one did not self-ignite. I had to strike a match to start it, and I set the comforter on fire once. God, why is this so hard? I think I got spoiled by having those automatic doors. They think it's the alternator over here. He's gonna get like a really big battery booster and strap it up to it and see if we can just get it to turn over and try to get it to like act up again. But yeah, looks like this is the case. So, you know, it's better than the engine having exploded. All right, so it is officially the alternator, and the battery's also so dead that it probably needs to be replaced as well, which is fine. It's a 2020 battery, so it's about 4 years old now, which unfortunately these days is a pretty old battery. So it looks like it's battery and alternator I'll be replacing. They said they can maybe get it going again today, depending on who has parts in town, but it should be pretty quick fix for the most part. So They're working on a quote. I'll go see how much this is gonna cost. So they have the parts. They're gonna replace it. It was it's a little expensive. I'm not gonna lie. It's more than what an alternator should cost, but you know, they have the parts on hand here, and they're gonna have it fixed in like an hour or two. So paying a premium for sure. Got the keys back. Ended up being a little bit less than they initially quoted, so that's nice. Just definitely need to keep an eye on it going forward, make sure nothing weird's happening. So I need to get back to some Wi-Fi because my data doesn't work at all out here. I need to rebook that trip up to Lake Louise and Lake Moraine, and I'm gonna go ahead and get ready and do one of those big hikes, probably Cascade Mountain, tomorrow. I definitely need to get to some of these hikes and whatnot because the smoke is getting pretty bad. Canada is on fire, if I haven't mentioned that yet. I mean, everything's pretty dry underneath. All right, we're gonna say that was a successful first trip driving it after it's been worked on. I'm gonna go in and get some Wi-Fi and try and rebook that trip to Lake Louise. So I looked online, the fire situation is not looking good. I already had a trip booked to the lakes today. Wasn't able to go because of the van. So I went ahead and booked another one that's gonna happen in a couple hours. I won't be able to spend much time there, but it'd be better than nothing. This is Sean, he's new to the channel. He'll be coming with us. I think this is the spot. But it's like, I'm gonna have to take multiple photos and then I'll composite it all together and do like a big panorama. But I think this is it. You have the driftwood, you know, it's foreground interest or whatever. I like it. It's low angle, it's a little more unique than like taking it from on top of the rock pile. It's stupid pretty here. Smoke here is crazy. I don't think I can stay in Canada much longer. So right up there, that's a little beehive, and there in the center is a big beehive. Not the big one in the back, the one that's kind of in between. There's also a lake hidden up there in that little valley. So I want to do that hike. It's about a 6-mile hike. But the last shuttle for the day leaves pretty soon, so I can't do it today. There's like a ash now. Just falling out of the sky. I don't know if you can see it, but it's just looks like snow almost. There you go. You can see it all in these seats here. So this is the big ski lodge that they do all the shuttle buses out of. Met a lovely lady from Tennessee on the bus ride over. So she's been up here a ton of times. She said Jasper is really pretty, but you know, I don't think it's happening this time. Well, it's still starting like it's supposed to, so that's good. That one is that's Mount Rundle. I do want to do that one. And then that one across the way, I believe that one is Cascade, right over there. That one looks super cool.
Joe Urey runs a tour company in Jasper and joins us now. I know you.
Keeps cutting out, but Jasper is very much on fire in the gist of the news.
Calling for everybody to evacuate, and we were all.
Like, Jasper's actually on fire. Like, the town is probably not gonna be there pretty soon. Like, by the time this video gets posted, there won't be a Jasper. So, I'm a little bit nervous about this hike tomorrow. I've decided I'm gonna do Mount Rundle. It looks kind of scary. To be perfectly honest, it looks kind of scary. I've done my research on it. Like, I know what I'm doing. I think I'm a little out of my league, but that's where you learn. You have to be a little out of your league to learn. So, I will say the smoke right now isn't great. I mean, it just smells like a campfire outside perpetually right now. 4 a.m. is gonna come fast, so. Alright, I should have everything I need and then some. I watched a dude in a video do this in flip-flops yesterday, so I mean, I think it's manageable. Oh my gosh, the wind is whipping up there. Got pools this time. I learned my lesson on the last hike I did here. I do see like little bits of loose ash just kind of falling even down here, so I'm probably gonna need to be masked up, at least with a buff, just to kind of keep ash out of my lungs. I have an N95 mask if it gets really bad. What a time. On the switchbacks now. Feels like it's a bit more smoky here on the side of the mountain, but there's less ash in the air. So I don't know if that's an improvement or not. Just got hit by a few drops of rain with that last gust of wind. It's already over, I think. So I'm gonna keep on going. But coming back down this when it's wet would be probably not that fun. I'm above a tree line now and I can see the actual objective now. There's a lot left to do. It's about to be 10 o'clock. It's already starting to drizzle. It's supposed to be more rain at 11. So I'm gonna keep at it for a little bit, but we'll see. I may have to call it. I don't know. It's a lot of mountain left to climb, and more so a lot of mountain left to climb back down. This loose gravel and such, I mean, you'll slide real easy on it. So it's hard enough going up. Coming down, there's like a whole scree descent technique you gotta do, and I don't know. I'm out of my league. I'm alone. All I have is an SOS and some ibuprofen, so. All right, this part of the trek is called the Dragon's Back. It's a drop off on both sides of it, and it goes up a good bit of the way before you get to the final push up to the summit. Also, it just started raining again, so lovely. I can't tell if all that dark crap I'm seeing that way is like rain or smoke or both or what. What the heck? Apparently I'm not good at putting on a jacket. What is going on? Wow. Oh, it's upside down. I'm gonna die on this mountain. I did fall once and slid back a good ways. I don't want to fall again and like lose control of it. This is freaking me out a little bit. It's just easy to slide back down. I gotta put the poles up. I gotta go like all fours and climb this. And I really gotta be mindful of what's behind me, because if I start sliding, I need to be able to catch something on the way back. Fun times. Sun's out. Praise God. I'd feel better if I wasn't literally the only person trying to summit this mountain right now. No one else is out here. So, I mean, I have an SOS, but that's all I got. And with these storms coming in, I don't know, it just seems like not the smartest thing to stick around too much longer. Made it to the top. Smoke's getting real bad. Like real bad. And I think I hear thunder or something. Maybe it's wind, I don't know. I gotta get off this thing though. I think I see two other people coming up the dragon's back right now. And maybe someone else behind them. Well, this just happened, so we're flying blind. It's kind of fun, albeit terrifying. This part right here is wild. Oh, look, the cloud or smoke or whatever this is parted a little. You can kind of see. So this is the top of a dragon's back, heading back down. I think the people that were behind me turned around, so I'll probably catch up with them. Almost to the tree line. I'm kind of back in the tree line now. I started hearing thunder though, like claps of it, before I even got back to the tree line. And I'm still hardly in it. This has been a heck of a hike. I will be happy to be back in the van. I'll be happy to be back just in the woods. Haven't heard any thunder for a while. And I'm a little further into the tree line now, so I'm feeling a bit better, but God, man, what am I doing? I caught up with the guys that I saw on Dragon's Back and chatted with them some. They turned around. I was at the summit though. I didn't look over the edge. So I guess technically I wasn't at the summit, but you know, good enough. I'm good. I'm just gonna take some Advil right now. Yeah. Back at this truck stop, I pretty much live here at this point. They got a good deal on showers. $10 Canadian. It's like $7 USD. You ain't gonna find a shower cheaper than that. Got all this stuff trying to hang out to dry. It's such a mess. Got cleaned up finally. I'm just gonna let this stuff keep airing out. I haven't decided yet if I want to go back to Lake Louise tomorrow. I have to be there pretty dang early if I want to go, because I of course booked the earliest shuttle. So I'm just gonna sit here where I have Wi-Fi and try to make that final decision. I think this is probably as good a place as any to go ahead and wrap this video up. Thank you for watching. Finally back to doing a couple travel vlogs. I've missed doing them over the past few years. I've been traveling, I just haven't been, you know, documenting. So I guess I will see y'all in the next one. Maybe at Lake Louise, maybe somewhere else in Canada, maybe back in the States. Who knows?